Hello and welcome back to TF1C, the Formula 1 chat. We are here for Formula E. It's Berlin E-Prix, rounds 7 and 8. If I remember rightly, yes. Moved from the season decider last season, where of course Nyck De Vries took the win and the championship in Berlin, and now 2 rounds right in the middle of the season instead. I think that's an interesting call.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, it was a good race to end the season last year. Bit harsh for it now to be dropped to right in the middle of the pack.
I do think the only reason it was a good race to end the season last year is because Evans and Dennis both crashed.
There was so much.
Which then made it a lot more exciting. Because if those two don't crash, and I think...
Yeah, I hear you.
Wherever you are, the season decided is going to be exciting. If people crash, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of races to run through, so we won't go too in-depth into the intro and that. But of course, going into this race, Jean-Eric Vergne, I believe, does he lead the championship still?
It
was Evans, wasn't it? Yeah. Or was it Vandoorne? It was one of them. Obviously.
We should look at this. No.
Probably
yes,
should,
I believe it is Stoffel Vandoorne.
That's what I was just
thinking.
It's
Stoff, Vergne, Evans, Freitz.
As you can see, we are brilliant professionals. Yeah. Let me have a little look.
Well, the problem is, now I know it's a top 4 of Vandoorne, Freitz, Vergne, Evans. I just don't know which way round.
Okay. Nope, that's not. That's just telling me who they are.
I think it's Vandoorne first, but yeah.
There we go.
I see Monaco, Vandoorne winning. Does mean he leads the championship.
Yes, so Vandoorne takes over from Vergne as championship leader on 81 points. Vergne remains second though on 75. Evans is third on 72 as he climbs above Freitz, who drops to fourth now on 71. Then Mortara's fifth still on 49, so a long way behind now Mortara.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't one of those top 4.
I wouldn't. It's Formula E.
Yeah,
like Nyck De Vries could take a double header this weekend. Tops the championship.
I don't see. I can see everyone else raising their game, but I don't see like Jev and Evans dropping theirs. Because I'd say for me, obviously Vandoorne winning in Monaco is kind of, but I think Evans and Vergne are the most in form.
I don't think that matters really. Because 3 rounds ago, I wouldn't have said Evans wouldn't touch the championship. And now you're trying to say he's definitely going to be up there.
I don't know.
I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Da Costa now into the top 10 though, on 30 points. But yeah, overall, still 3 drivers yet to score points. Will we have got them to score points in our predictions? I guess we'll see. But yeah, Sims, Sette Camera and Antonio Giovinazzi, the 3 that haven't got points. But yeah, should we just run through our predictions then?
Should we do, so quali, we'll just
let's run up
to the 9th. We'll go all the way to
let's get to the top 8. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. Starting at the back.
First of all, race 1.
Yes. P22 is Oliver Turvey, 21 Sette Camera, 20th Giovinazzi, 19 Alex Sims, 18th Nick Cassidy, 17th Dan Tickdom, Askew in 16th, Roland 15th, 14th Gunter, 13th Bird, 12th Freitz, 11th Dennis, 10th Buemi and 9 de Grassi.
Well, we only agree on 2 there, and that's 10th Buemi and 19th Sims. I've got Tickton bottom of the pile, then it's Gio in 21st, Sette Camera is in 20th, then in 18th it's Turvey, Askew 17th, Gunter lies 16th, Bird is 15th, Cassidy is in 14th, Dennis 13th, Roland 12th, Da Costa in 11th. I've got Buemi, as I mentioned, in 10th, and then in 9th, just missing out on the duels, I've got Andre Lotterer. But I think he'll be close in his quali group.
Just to summarise, going through to the duels, I have De Vries, Da Costa, Vandoorne, Lotterer, Wehrlein, Vergne, Evans, Mortara.
Yeah, I've got Wehrlein, De Vries, Evans, Freitz, Mortara, Vergne, Vandoorne and de Grassi.
Okay.
By the way, I just want to mention, I know that these may not be possible, these quali groups, because obviously it's decided through the whole the whole driver standings thing. We haven't sorted that out for this week to factor into our predictions, but maybe we could get that. Maybe we should do that for the next.
They're saying the battles that can't be decided.
What do you mean?
Well, this can be decided this way round. Just the drivers might drive against different drivers.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the grid that we've just gone through, It's
Yeah, but say
decided on
like
time.
Lotterer, who I've put ninth, was in a group, with like 2 drivers that I think are quicker than him.
Yeah,
This would be a little bit.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine, but P8, who have you got getting into the battles but not having the pace?
I've
to
got
challenge for
Antonio
pole?
Felix da Costa. Obviously missed out on the battles. It's Jules.
The Jules.
The Jules. Missed out on the Jules in Monaco. I think he's just going to scrape through. I think he'll just beat De Grassi in terms of lap time. But I don't see him progressing to the semis. I think he'll get P8.
Yeah, my P8 is Eduardo Mortara, still somehow P5, though he hasn't had pace since about the opener, I think, at Jeddah. The double header there, he was quick.
Yeah.
Since then, very much been off the boil. I don't know what to expect from him. I think he needs a big weekend. I don't know if that'll be it for him, and if he doesn't have a big weekend, then I think he's going to be slipping down the order. Because I think De Vries will bring pace here. And a few other drivers below him as well, like Da Costa and such.
I think he'll bring pace, but I don't think he'll bring too much. P7, I have got the reigning world champion, Nyck De Vries.
Interesting. Yeah, I've gone a bit higher than that. I know he hasn't been in amazing form, but we know Nick is quick, and he usually drops back in the races.
I think I've actually got that way around. I've got him progressing in the races a little bit.
Interesting. A little bit. I do feel that if you're near the front in quali, you will drop back. It's just guaranteed. You either win or you drop back.
Yeah.
And like we've seen it many times where the leader, unless they build a substantial gap, will drop off at some point.
That's what
because
Vandoorne did.
everyone else can chill and like just regen while you're having to put the hard yards in. My P7 is Robin Freintz. Rather unremarkable position for the Dutchman, but I think he'll take it considering he's not had a stunning. I mean, he's up there still, isn't he? He's fourth.
Yeah.
But he just seems to just end up there.
I think it's a bit like George Russell in F1 this season.
Yeah.
He's kind of just been there when everyone else isn't and got himself some good points. And he's
I'm not dissing the guy, but he's just I haven't seen him all year. And somehow he's up
apart
there.
from Monaco, I haven't seen him. He's up there in Monaco battling for the win.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he's with
He just seems to slide onto the podium when there's a bit of chaos.
Yeah.
Just emerges at the front.
Speaking of Monaco, I have the Monaco race E-Prix winner, Stoffel Vandoorne, P6.
That's harsh. Current championship leader.
Yeah, but I think everyone over here.
I say harsh. I've got him one position higher in fifth.
Yeah.
But not really known for quali. I think he did have that pole at Valencia, was it last year? No, Rome, somewhere. He had a pole at once last season. Other than that, his quali results are usually unremarkable.
Did you take pole in Rome here?
Yeah, this season I think. He might have, yeah.
But yeah, apart from I think he'll get P6.
Yeah, but I've got P5. My P6 is the currently second place in the World Championship. I was going to say runner-up, but it's not over. My second place, John Eric Vergne's down in 6th.
Okay, then you said you've got Vandoorne P5. My
Yeah.
P5 is Andre Lotterer. Always does really well in quali and then does nothing in the race. Either ends up in a wall or just drops back like loads of positions. So I think you'll have a good quali pace, but I don't see him doing too much in the race. P4?
Interesting. Do you want to go first with your P4?
I have the second place man in the championship, John Eric Vergne.
Yeah, that's kind of already mentioned him as well. My P4 is the Brazilian in the Venturi. It's Lucas de Grassi, who you have down in
just out of the battles.
Yeah, down in P9. P3, if you got
Pascal Wehrlein. Felt bad for him in Monaco. I felt he had a very good, solid weekend, and obviously had a bit
unluckiest driver in Formula E. It has to be said.
He'll get P3 in Berlin.
Yeah, my P3, Evans. Currently P3 in the championship. He's going to get P3 in qualifying. That leaves you the top two of
Evans and Mortara.
And I've got Nyck De Vries versus Pascal Wehrlein. But who will be coming out with pole in race 1?
The guy who's dominated it recently, I've gone Mitch Evans.
Wow. Interesting. So Mortara P2. Big bounce back for him then.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna have a good weekend, just to maybe put him back in it. Because as you said, it's Formula E. I think he can have a good weekend, and this could gain him a few points.
Yeah, fair enough. I have Pascal Wehrlein on pole from Nyck De Vries. Wehrlein's had some really good pace, but just keeps getting really unlucky. But yeah, I think he'll get pole again here. Race 1 then. We've set our grid. What are we thinking? Shall I run through my DNFs first? Because I've got a few of them. I've got Mortara out first. I think he'll crash by himself. A little spin. Then I think Roland and Dennis, they'll come together, both be out. Roland in a little bit of form of crashing. Then I'll have Oliver Turvey, probably by himself. I don't know, possibly just smashes into someone. I don't really know what's going to happen to him. He's just not going to make it to the end. And then Pascal Wehrlein will be leading and then retire from the lead of the race.
Again.
With some kind of issue.
Okay, race 1, I have
could be Turvey related.
DNFs.
Not ruling it out.
I've got Sam Bird, Maxi Gunter, Seti Camera, and Andre Lotterer all not finishing. Lotterer and Bird with a crash, and Gunter and Seti Camera with technical issues.
Yeah, I'll run us up to P10 then for my predictions. I've got Tickdom 17th, Sims 16th, Seti Camera 15th, Bird 14th, Oliver Askew P13, Cassidy 12th, Gunter in 11th.
I've got Turvey in P18, GOP 17, Tickdom P16, Oliver Rowland P15, Sims 14, Askew 13th, Nick Cassidy in P12, 11th Buemi, and then I'll keep going. 10 is Lucas de Grassi.
Yeah.
Just getting points. I've got it in quali, I've got him missing out on the battles. I think on the race he'll just get points.
Just squeeze into it. You said Gio 18th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, all the Giovinazzi fans out there, I've got him in P10, picking up a point. It's first in Formula E. Amid a little bit of chaos, I think he could just produce a solid drive, get a point.
Okay. P9, I have got Jake Dennis.
Yeah.
Again, he's had a bit of an okay season.
Many thought he'd be right up there for the championship, but he's not really had a race win. I do think if he can get some decent results under his belt, he could challenge. But yeah, I had him DNFing in an instant with Oliver Rowland. Probably not his fault.
P8, I have Robin Freitz recovering from P13 in quali. He'll get a few points just to kind of damage limitation in race 1. Try and lose minimal points to the ones ahead of him.
Yeah, fair enough. My P8 is Mitch Evans, P3 in the championship right now. I think he will have a little bit of a difficult race 1, but I think he'll take the fact that he's still in the points, especially with Vandoorne behind him. So yeah, decent little weekend for him.
P7, I've got Antonio Felix da Costa. I feel like it's just going to be a decent race from Da Costa, get himself a few points.
Yeah, okay, yeah. P7 I also have Antonio Felix da Costa.
It's just one of them. I think he's going to not really have too much to do. He's just going to take attack mode when he needs to, when he's got a gap back to. He's just going to sit there and take a few points.
I love him getting back up there from P11th Da Costa, so a little bit of racing required.
P6, I've got Pascal Wehrlein. You have him retiring. From pole, I have him dropping back from P6, from P3 to P6. Not a great race for him, but I think he'll still take a solid result after Monaco.
Yeah, fair enough. My P6 is Sebastian Buemi.
Ooh.
I think a solid weekend is in store for the Nissan driver. P10 in quali, P6 in the race. I don't know. He's had a really difficult year. Nissans as a team have really not had any kind of pace. So it'd be nice for him to get some good points.
Formula E champion.
Yeah, Sebastian Buemi. Champion in season 2. Something like that. Season 2, season 3 kind of time. So yeah, I think he'll get some points. Some points in this race.
Okay, into
P5.
top 5.
Yes.
I have reigning world champion Nyck De Vries. Decent result for him after his last few results haven't been great, but yeah, race 1 in Berlin, expect him to get a nice 10 points.
Yeah, well, his teammate is out, but in P5, I have Andre Lotterer bringing some decent points for Tag Heuer Porsche. Lotterer kind of been overshadowed by Wehrlein because Wehrlein's had so much pace and then been unlucky, as Lotterer, other than Mexico with the amazing 1-2, kind of not been on the same pace as his teammate and has had a habit of getting involved in trouble. I mean, Monaco wasn't his fault, that was obviously Roland's fault, but he just always seems to be there.
Yeah.
Always seems to be just in the worst place at the worst time, or he makes an error or something. He always seems to have something go wrong in his race. Where's then P4?
P4, just missing out on the podium, I've got Eddie Mortara.
Yeah, I had him DNFing coming last.
Still a decent result for him though. After not having the greatest few, I don't think he got points in Monaco, so I think he'll happily take the P4.
Yeah. My P4 is a Lucas De Grassi. I mean, I love Lucas, and he's kind of had a meh season. Nothing spectacular, but equally he's not like stunk up the gaff.
No.
What does that leave you then with a podium?
I've got the same podium as Monaco.
Oh, but is it going to be the same order?
Evans, Vergne, Vandoorne. It isn't the same order.
Wow. Do you want to run through your podium, then I'll run through mine?
P3, I have the race winner in Monaco, Stoffel Vandoorne. Good, strong race one for him in Berlin. P2, I have the man who won both of the races in our last doubleheader in Rome, Mitch Evans. And then race one, winner, getting his first win of this season, I've got John-Eric Vergne.
Interesting.
Also taking the lead of the Drivers' World Championship.
Solid, yeah. No, I'm on board with that. I also have Vergne on the podium. He's P3. Then Robin Freitz takes P2, and then the reigning world champion Nyck De Vries takes pole. Now, there is some method behind this madness. I'm thinking De Vries and Wehrlein are going to be out front. You know, De Vries right on the back of Wehrlein, waiting for something to happen. Then Wehrlein retires and De Vries is in clean air, so you can just bomb off into the sunset. And I think Freitz, Vergne, De Grassi and Lotterer will all be in a train. They'll be constantly switching around. I also think that maybe like De Costa could be involved with that battle, but then drop back a little. And then, Buemi P6, I think it'll just be no one within 10 miles of him. Yeah. Just driving along, having a lovely Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday drive.
I just think John-Eric Vergne, I can't see Vergne going on any longer without winning a race, but still winning a championship fight.
You don't even need to win races in Formula E. You just need consistency. Because no fucker else has got any consistency. It's just like...
I want to see him win.
Yeah.
I think this weekend's his week.
Yeah, I think it... I think it very much could be. Qualifying then.
Onto the Sunday. For
the second event of the Berlin weekend. Who do you have at the bottom?
Right, we'll go right up to the battles again.
Sure.
Back of the grid, Giovinazzi, Sette Camera in P21. P20, Oliver Turvey. P19, Nick Cassidy. P18, Sam Bird. P17, Tickdom. 16, Sims. 15, Buemi. Gunter in P14. De Grassi P13, Askew P12, Roland P11, Dennis P10, Da Costa P9, and Eddie Mortara P8.
Interesting. Mortara. Well, I also have Mortara in P8 at the bottom of the battle, so that's at least something we agree on. I also think Askew P12, you said, right?
Yes.
I also have Askew in P12. I think you're underestimating Gio, though, by 2 positions. I have...
Wow.
3 positions, I'm sorry. I have Sette Camera at bottom. He probably won't even make qualifying. I think he'll crash in practice. Then I've got Turpy 21st, Tickdom 20th, Gio 19th, Buemi 18th, Sims 17th, Cassidy will be 16th, Freitz 15th, Vandoorne 14th. Championship leader going into the weekend. I think it's going to be low and a difficult Grand Prix. E-Prix for the Mercedes EQ for the driver. Gunter 13th, Askew 12th, De Grassi 11th, Bird 10th, Lotterer 9th. Rounds off the groups. Into the duels, we both have Mortara in 8th, but then P7. What are you saying? Who is it? Who's up there?
I have got Stoffel Vandoorne.
Ooh.
I've got him P6 in Quali 1 for the first race. So P7, not really too much difference. As you said, not really known for his quali, so I've got him in there. Your P7?
My P7 is Mitch Evans. Currently P3. I just think he'll have a solid little P7. Nothing much, but I think it'll be all right. That's a good place to start from for the race. So yeah, I think he'll be content with that. P6. Who have you got?
Nyck De Vries. Again, in quali 1, I've got him P7. So I've just sorted them out around. Not really much to split them. Solid result.
Yeah, fair enough.
Quali.
My P6 is Jake Dennis. Not really been up there this season, but I think he could have something here. I mean, he needs to make up for the disappointments here last year.
Yeah.
So I think he might get a la remontada.
P5, I've got Pascal Wehrlein. Another decent qualifying session for him.
Yeah, fair enough. My P5 is Oliver Rowland. You know those random quali sessions where Ollie Rowland's just in the duels and no one knows how that's happened? That's what I'm thinking here. I think he'll have a lot of pace, actually. Yeah. And he'll only lose out to my eventual pole sitter, who I'm not going to give away just yet. Ooh. But yeah, that'll leave him P5, but quicker than all the other 3 that go through.
Yeah. P4, I've got Andre Lotterer.
Of course. Yeah.
Again, as I said, qualies really well, doesn't do anything in the race, so...
Yeah, I mean, that is...
Maybe he must surprise you.
That is, been the story of Lotterer's season. My P4 is Antonio Felix da Costa. Not having a good season, but I think, da Costa will be up there here. What are you saying for P3?
P3, I've got Mitch Evans.
Just missing out on the top 2, the fight for the pole.
I had him on pole for race 1, but for race 2, I have him starting in P3. Leaving a front row of Vergne and France.
Yeah, again, I have Nyck De Vries now P3. I know I'm P2 before, but I think here he'll be against the pole sitter. He'll lose out. And then that leaves me with Wehrlein and Vergne. And that gives me a nice segue, because Vergne, I've got him P2. I think he'll beat his teammate Da Costa to get through to the final bit, and Wehrlein will just have so much pace that even though De Vries and Rowland have a very quick, I don't think they'll be able to beat him. I think they'll get unlucky with the draw. What you've got? Who've you got?
I also have Vergne in P2, but I have him losing out on pole to Robin France.
Intriguing.
I had him all the way down in P12 for quali in race 1, but made up for it. Got points in race 1, and I think in quali 2 he'll put his Envision Virgin car on the front row of the grid and on pole.
Yep, fair enough. Right.
DNFs
have a
in
look.
Race 2?
I have 1.
I have 3.
And I've one that I think is going to make you very, very sad. Jean-Eric Vergne.
That would make me sad if that happened.
Starting from P2, I don't know, I think he could just... He's going to be behind Wehrlein for the first few laps. I'm thinking just a little mistake.
That's the
into the barrier.
This year. If it's going to be anyone, it's not going to be Vergne.
Yeah, but I think he's due one. He's not made a mistake in so long. I think he just doesn't catch an oversteer.
That is the risk with not making a mistake in so long. Either you're just going to keep carrying on being consistent, or you are eventually going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Canopy outside, loving a bit of wind.
Down. Okay, my DNFs. I've got Oliver Turvey with a technical issue, Gio technical issue, and then Cassidy putting it in a wall.
Yeah, well, I only have Jean-Eric Vergne. I do still have Gio near there, though. I've got his teammate in 21st, Seti Camera, then it's Gio P20, Turvey 19th, Sims 18th, Buemi 17th, then I've got Daniel Tictum in P16. It's Maxi Gunter 15th, Askew dropping 2 into 14th, Bird dropping a lot from his P10 in qualis. He goes to P13, Cassidy in 12th, Mortara in 11th, and then 10th. I'll save until you run through yours.
P19 I've got Sebastian Buemi, then P18 Askew, P17
Buemi again.
Buemi has appeared twice.
Wow, what a weekend for Buemi. What have you forgot about?
No, okay. P19 Buemi, P18.
Oh, it's Buemi again.
No. Okay, I've lost the plot. P19 Sebastian Buemi, P18 Askew, P17 Oliver Turvey, P16 Dennis, P15 Gunter, Daniel Tictum in P14.
Turvey's DNFing and he's then going to come 17th. Is Buemi going to win this?
I don't know. That's right.
Is this where this is leading to?
Do you want to go into your P?
I'll quickly run through my... I'll do P10 then. In P10, I've got another one that's going to upset you. From 4th on the grid, I have Da Costa dropping back into just inside the points, but not having an overall great weekend. Have you sorted out all your Buemis yet?
I haven't forgotten anyone.
You sure? Do you want me to do my P9?
Yeah, keep going.
P9, I have Jake Dennis. Now, the Englishman hasn't really had a great season so far, but I think he's what happened? Race 1. I had him out of the points, crashing. But here, he'll get some points to bring his season back into gear. 2 of them, to be exact. Yeah, that's how you do it. He took his glass off, now he can see. Genius. Right, who was it? Who got neglected?
Camera.
Poor Seti Camera. Is it because you thought he probably just crashed in practice and didn't turn up?
I think I originally put him to DNF and then replaced it with Gio, and I forgot to put him back in. Right.
So, do you want to go then? I've done up to P9.
Through. So, I have Turvey, Gio and Cassidy DNFing. Then P19 is Seti Camera. P18 Askew. P17 Buemi.
There he is.
P16 Jake Dennis.
Okay.
P15 Gunter. P14 Tickdom. P13 Sam Bird. Sims in 12th, Roland in 11th, De Grassi in 10th, Lotter in 9th, and then in P8...
Is it Buemi?
Eddie Mortara.
Okay.
Not Buemi.
It's not Buemi, that's good. Mortara P8, I had him down... P11.
I've got him holding his qualifying position. So
Fair enough, decent little result. From my P8, I have current championship leader, Stoffel Vandoorne. Low, I had him in race 1, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, P9, he's improving by 1 here, so I'll be bloody delighted. But not a great race for him. But he's done well, actually, to climb from P14 to P8.
Yeah.
Who have you got P7?
P7, I've got Antonio Felix da Costa.
Interesting, I'm down in P10.
But yeah, getting himself another few points to help him climb up the order.
Yeah, fair enough. My P7 is Robin Frantz. The guy that you put on pole, I've got to be down in P7.
Yeah, P6, I've got Nyck De Vries, another holding his quality position. Yeah, just another decent race from him.
Decent,
That's what
but
he needs, though.
yeah, he needs to get
races.
some decent points on the board because at the moment it's just been like P9s and 10s recently. P6, I've got Lucas de Grassi. Not been spectacular, as I mentioned, from him this season, but that'll be some decent points there. P5, what you got?
I've got Mitch Evans.
Ooh.
I've
got him 1 position higher, so
I've got him quali in P3.
decent weekend.
And I'm second in race 1. Yeah, I just think it's going to drop a little bit, but he'll be involved with a very big battle between him and the 4 drivers ahead of him.
Yeah, fair enough. My P5 is Lotterer, and as I mentioned, P4 is Jake Dennis. Your P4 is?
Stoffel Vandoorne.
Not Buemi then.
No, not Buemi.
No.
I do think
Shame.
Evans is going to have a... Evans in P5. I think he's going to have a very good battle with Vandoorne and my podium, which consists of Wehrlein, Vergne and Frantz.
I also have Wehrlein on there. Then I've got Nyck De Vries, and I've got a Mahindra. It's not Alexander Sims. I know what you guys are all thinking. It's going to be Sims.
The whole race weekend.
What? Yeah, he's going to
Wow.
he's going to get a P3. Start from P5, get into P3.
Okay, my P3 is John-Eric Vergne, which means he obviously will be leading the championship.
Yeah.
Coming out of Berlin. Then P2, I have Pascal Wehrlein, which means my race winner, converting pole to a win. I've got Robin Frantz.
Will we not be taking the championship lead then, Robin Frantz?
No, because I've Vergne with a 1-3 and Frantz with a 8-1.
And a pole position. Oh, you put him 8. I thought you had him like P2 in the first race, sorry.
No.
My P2 and P1, I've got Pascal Wehrlein finally getting a winning here in Berlin at his home GP. Yeah, no, he won in Mexico, but he deserved to win in...
That's 3 races ago.
Shut up. He deserved to win in Monaco, then he deserved to win the day before, and then he's finally going to get the win, and he's going to do a handstand on the Porsche.
Okay.
and then
Injure
Nyck De
himself
Vries
the
will
next
be
round.
like, well, I've got old P1 and 2 here, and he'll be right back in the championship fight.
Okay.
If anyone calls me biased in the comments, you're wrong. I'm just right. Okay, now that's cleared up. Thank you all very much for watching. Make sure to get involved in the comments. I think it's going to be a good race.
Yes.
We will, of course, bring you the debrief on Monday. Give you our thoughts, not giving you your thoughts. That would be mental.
Tell you what we're thinking.
Yeah. Well, you'll agree with us because we're so smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure to put your thoughts in the comments below about where you think everyone is going to finish, who you think will lead the championship coming out of Berlin, all that kind of stuff. If you are enjoying our content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Thank you for all the support, by the way, on the W Series video.
Yeah.
It's done well. Yeah, done well. So yeah, thanks for all that. And then, yeah, F1 back next week. But for now, enjoy the Formula E, and we'll thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.
See ya.